Welcome to the studio. It's Froyle here and I'm so glad you've joined me. I'm a bit excited today because we're going to do the second half of the fabulous concertina journal that I started last week. I had so much fun making this beautiful accordion style journal. Now, if you want to grab one of these, I have an Amazon link in the description under the video where you can find it. It's actually for a photo book, but it makes a fabulous art journal. I'm going to be using my favorite Kozo papers, some digital collage papers, some magazine pages, and I've got some fabulous Gelli prints to show you. In fact, the Gelli prints are going to be my starting point. We're going to use this inspiration to create the color palette and see where these textures and colors lead us. I'm not feeling so great, but I'm really excited to get into creating some art. I have my third cancer treatment this coming week, and I'll be feeling a lot worse then. So think of me this week as I'm having number 3 of the treatments. I'll be halfway through, but it does really knock me around for a few weeks. So today's the day we have to complete this beautiful art journal, because next week I'm going to be laying on the couch groaning. Have a look at how beautiful it is so far. I love all of these pages. I love all the textures. I really like the way you can look at the beautiful journal as an individual page, or you can spread it out as an incredible artwork. Isn't that so fun? It's worked out really well, actually, much better than I even expected, because I haven't created one of these before, and I'm pretty excited today. We are going to, which way should we flip it? Let's go this way. We're going to flip it over this way and start from here and create all of these beautiful pages to complete this fabulous journal. Now, you can use them as a journal, you could write in them, but I actually just really like the colors and the textures, and I like the design. It makes me happy to look at it. So I'm pretty excited to have this finished, and I'll be able to look at it when we have a few rough days next week. Right, so let me show you the inspiration for where we're starting today. Is going to be these beautiful Gelli prints. Aren't they glorious? Look at these colors, beautiful colors. And let me show you how I made these. Right, so I've got my beautiful big gel elf plate. This is a 16 by 20 inch plate. I absolutely love it. It works so well. And I did a video reviewing the gel elf plates if you want to have a look at that. I'm particularly in favor of these plates. They're beautiful, they work well, they release the prints easily, and I haven't had any trouble with them. I'm using my favorite iridescent bronze fine, the golden paint, giving it a really good coating on the plate, and then I'm putting on my beautiful poem script stencil. Now, you'll find this stencil exclusively at pmartiststudio.com, so go on and have a look there. I have quite a few different designs of stencils and stamps, and the girls would love to help you out. This one is a poem that I wrote myself quite a few years ago when I needed to be encouraged and push myself along through a difficulty. So I think that it's rather relevant today because I seem to be pushing myself along through another difficult season. I absolutely love it. You've probably seen me use it before, but if you haven't, I'm going to show you what the poem means. And here are the words. Now, you can't tell by looking at it exactly what the words are, and that's the point, because it's a textured script mask, and it just leaves these beautiful patterns on the paper. I'm using the fabulous Kozo paper on this first print, and it's absorbing the paint. It doesn't pull the paint off because it's a very softly textured paper, but it does soak up the paint and it does more of an absorption. And then when I peel the stencil off, then it leaves all of that glorious texture. So have a listen to the words, and then you'll feel more empowered as I'm creating the print.
Dream big. There's nobody like you. You are unique, One of a kind, irreplaceable, beautiful. Cherish who you are. Love out loud and allow yourself to shine. Be kind, generous, and know that you are loved. Darling, you are a work of art.
You see what I mean? It's an absolutely fabulous poem and it works so well as a stencil. Well, actually, it's a mask. Now I'm putting on some more masks. This first layer has to be dry before you create the second layer, or else it all just gets a little smudgy. I'm rolling on some quinacridone violet. It's, yes, one of my favorite colors. I've just got some circle masks. They work really easy, and I'm just wanting to create another layer or another set of textures and shapes onto the print. I'm just giving it a little bit of a rub to break up some of the paint so it's not such a thick, heavy layer, because I want to create some areas where the next layer that picks up the print is going to be seen through all those textured marks. Now don't forget, each layer has to dry. And then I'm rolling on another one of my favorite colors. It's the golden transparent red iron oxide. Glorious, warm, burnt orange kind of a color. It's going to look fabulous with these other colors. Now I'm putting two separate pieces of paper on this time because I wanted to create onto the sketch pad rice paper, which you will find in the description under the video. If you have a look there, you'll find some links to the papers and paints that I'm using. I'm just mopping up around the edges with the beautiful Kozo paper because we don't waste anything. We don't waste paper. We don't waste paint. So I want to use all of those little bits and pieces, and they're easy to mop up and pull off the plate that's surrounding the papers. Right, so these turned out absolutely beautiful, don't you think? You can see the texture of the script poem on it. Yes, I love that. These are the first ones where I've taken the print, absorbing the paint around the mask, and it just leaves the beautiful color of the paper. They look so interesting because it just creates these different textures and shapes, and you got the beautiful Kozo paper as well. It's a win-win. And then I took a couple more prints, exactly the same way of doing it, with the stencil mask on and pulling it with the beautiful colors. I just used a few different variations of the colors, and these prints I'm really happy with too. All of these are going to look stunning together in my glorious art journal, concertina accordion book. Now I've got some painted tissue. I've showed you how to do this painted tissue quite a few times. This one I basically just scrunched up. These are on recycled tissue, so you can even see the logo still on it. When you get your paper packaging, make sure you keep it always, because it makes the best collage paper. That's going to work. I also have, yes, leftovers of my favorite Kozo paper in the Milano. Love this one, the best. Don't forget the discount code. I've got some dance moves that I think would really work well. These colors are going to work for me. I've got scrap bags in warm tones and scrap bags in these other neutral colors that are going to make fabulous pieces. Loving that. Loving that. Oh, that's a Kozo paper that I've printed on the gel plate, so it's got paint on it. That's gonna work. I'm so excited. Actually, we've got brand new scrap bags in the store at the moment because I emptied out a few of my folders like this, and we made up a heap of packs a few days ago. So have a look if you're interested in the scrap bags. we do them in batches and then they're gone and then we make another batch. But, you know, they're only one of individual packs and pieces. I know some of these are in them because I had a whole stack. So I've got those to use. I've also got some magazine pages. And then after I've put these colors on, I'm really keen to change direction completely because I got this beautiful card from Teri. Thank you, Teri. What a beautiful handmade, glorious collage this is. Absolutely loving it. So this is going to be the inspiration, and I'm going to put some turquoise and blue papers on after I've done a series of the pages with these tones. So that's the plan. This is stunning. I have to use it. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to use it in my collage. Better tell me now if you don't want me to cut it out and stick it on. You can't give a mixed media artist something this beautiful and expect them not to use it. So that's going to be the second half of the pages, and I'm going to use some of these magazine pages because look how stunning that is. Probably some Kozo as well. Okay, we're going to do that next. First of all, we're starting with these ones. Okay, and just like that, the background's finished. It's magic. Well, it's magic when you've got such beautiful papers to use. Now, it's going to fold up beautifully. I did fold it a few times as I was trimming the edge. To trim the edge, you need some very sharp scissors. Let me just give you that tip. It can be a little tricky. You do have to be patient, but as long as your paper is dry, it should trim up very easily. And then you want to give it a fold up to make sure that all the papers are in the creases and not got big problems in the join. Now, I have personally found if the join is not right on the crease, it's a lot better. So I've put my papers over the joins here, not directly on them, because I found it was starting to split the paper when it did that. Some of them didn't work out exactly like that, but some of them do. And the magazine pages will tear a lot easier, but I think I'm just going to put another second layer over that one. It's looking beautiful, don't you think? I think so. I absolutely love my turquoise section. Now, of course, this is the beautiful card that Teri gave me. And I was thinking of putting it on here, but I've had an even better idea. I think what I'm going to do instead is paint the cover of the journal, probably in the turquoise on this end, and then I'm going to cut the card down and put it on the front or the back, depending on which way you pick it up, because it's too stunning a piece to be stuck in the middle where you don't see it. That's what I'm feeling. So I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to find another one, something else beautiful for the other end. So that's the plan, Stan. I think I'll give it a just a little bit of paint on it because that's going to work better than the collage. So if we fold it up, it's looking rather good. Now I just need to add the second layer. Bits and pieces, definitely scrap bag pieces are perfect for this kind of project. If your edges get a little roughed up when you're cutting, don't stress out. This is a work of art. It's not accounting, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. So don't stress out if you tear your paper because you didn't wait for it to dry entirely. Oh, did that happen? Maybe that did. Look at this end. It's absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to paint this, I'm thinking at the moment, and then find something stunning to put on there for my feature. But it's folding up nice. The papers are only just dry. I do need to fix that bit there. But I'm pretty happy overall with how it's looking. Have a look at this. Oops, not that way. This way. Look how good the pages look. Even before we add the second layer, I mean, you can't go wrong with the Kozo paper. Look at that. It's stunning work of art. It only needs a little something from the scrap bag for there. That's looking beautiful. I'm going to put some second layers over those join areas because they annoy me, but I always knew I was going to do that. It's no drama. That's a bit of fun. The magazine page, see how it's kind of torn there on the edge? We might put something else over that, but you know, I'm not stressing about it. What about if we go, now I've got to work it out. This way. Yay! We go this way. Oh my gosh, this is so fun to me. Look how stunning that looks. I am winning. Once I work out which way I'm going. Yes, that way. Okay. So, second layer, then I'm going to definitely use that for the cover because it's too beautiful to put inside. So, what am I going to use for some second layers? Of course. And look how stunning the gold and bronze is looking in the light. Oh, these pages, these jelly prints worked out so good. Even this Kozo paper catches the light. So much fun, so beautiful. So I do have my big scrap bags, but I also just went and pinched one off the table that Mum is at the moment wrapping up. Fresh, hot off the press. These are the scrap bags that are now currently in the store, although there's one less. I must remember to take it off. Thanks for coming. Look, she folds it up so neatly. Don't tell her I just went and pinched it because I basically cleared out my big scrap bags to make up all of the packs, and then I need some back. So I'm taking it back, baby. Thanks for coming. I'm taking it back because I need it more. Oh, what have we got? What have we got? It's a lucky dip. I'm telling you, it's a lucky dip what you get. Absolutely, yes, hello. Stunning papers. I need those little pieces. Oh, we need some of that gold. I'm definitely going to put the gold in. That's a nice little piece. These work really well because they disappear being printed onto tissue. I like those. Oh, some of those. I just made those recently. I'm using that. Oh, got me some more of the dance moves. Oh, I don't know about the blue, but there's a whole lot in here. Yes, that's going to work. That's going to work really well. Look at these bits. Well, Mum was trimming the pages. Look at that, using it. And that to cut them down for the inspiration packs, and there was all these edges left and she wanted to throw them out and I just couldn't. I couldn't throw them out. They were too beautiful. So I'm going to use them just so I can show her and say, see, told you so. So we're using that. Oh, look, dance move. That's going to work. Oh, yes, love texture. That's going to work. That's going to work. Oh, yes. Okay. We're using lots of this scrap bag. Got me some crosses. That's going to work. All right. Got some beehive paper. That's imperative. Yes, yes, and yes. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. We need that. That's nice too. Okay. I'm just going to put all of it on there. Anything shiny will, oh yeah, baby. Yes. Righto. Oh, I like that too. Okay. I'm a little excited. Can you tell? Which bits am I going to use first? Maybe these crosses because they're sitting right here. So it's just a matter of putting a few touches as a second layer, creating something beautiful. Love this too. Straight out of the scrap bag, maybe down there somewhere. I'll just have to have a little fiddle, make up my mind, make some decisions. I definitely have to use this just so I can say, see, told ya. You can't throw them away. How could she throw them away? Ooh, we might put them down there even. Okay, too exciting. Now we're looking absolutely beautiful. The colors are working. The scrap bag is an endless source of inspiration. But these pages are so beautiful by themselves. I'm not sure what I want to do. I don't want to add too much. Oh, I might punch that out with my hole punch. That could work on there like that. But I'm very tempted just to leave that one as it is. I think I'll come back to it. Maybe some of my gold circles, punched out holes. I found some more of these that I was using on the other side. So maybe we could simply just put some of these on, because the repetition of the shape and the color on both sides just makes a more uniform artwork. And yes, this is an incredible artwork and I'm very happy with it. So look at that, that works well. Just two of those on there. I've also got them at the front. I've got them on the other side. That's gonna work. I'm gonna hole punch that. I just have to go get my hole punch. And what else am I going to do along here? Well, this could have something. Oh, I think I should use these just so I can tell my mum, see, I used them. Because she wanted to throw them in the bin. And I'm like, no, you can't throw them in the bin. So let's put them on there just so we can say I used them. Look, see, they're pretty. What about we put that in the middle? That could work. See how easy this is? Quick decisions. Don't stress out. Use what you have. Make sure you surround yourself with all sorts of bits and pieces. It just makes it a lot easier when you can look up and you can go, ooh, I want that bit. Now, what else have we got from this scrap bag? That'll work. Yes, I'm going to put that on there, probably like that. This dissolves quite substantially. You won't see it as much when you paint them and use them on the gel plate for creating texture. They hold the color more than the natural ones, but I think I'm liking maybe the natural one. Okay, haven't decided on that idea if I like that one or not. Oh, I could add a bit of bling, baby. Yes, okay, bling wins. Bling wins every time. I might even have another beehive in amongst all of these glorious pieces. There's one right there. We could use another beehive circle, perhaps on here. Do we want to? Maybe. You know, I just might want to do that. Do we want another little, see, repetition. That came out of the scrap bag. I think it might be all right. I'll have a think about it. But because we've put it in the page up before it, then you've got that repetition happening. No, it's not the right color. Okay. Well, think about that, but we'll stick these down and have a little think about it. I'm glad I'm using my little scrap pieces because they're going to look great. Now, after I filmed the first side, someone told me that turn it upside down and you can see what you're punching. Well, I don't know why I didn't think of that. Like, duh, I didn't, but look at this, it's magic. Now I can see which section I actually want to take the hole punch off. It's a bit thick, it might get stuck, but don't panic if it does, because I've pulled many a papers out of this And they do come out. What do we want? Let's go with, how many can we get in one shot? Oh, there. I'm really glad someone told me that. I don't know why I didn't think about it. You see, there's always something to be learned. Yes, we did it without getting stuck. Even better. Look, it looks fantastic. I love it. It's just got a little bit of the gold circle on each side. Where do we want it? Do we want it in the middle of that? I'm pretty sure we do. Or we could put it there instead of the cross, and we could put the cross in the middle. Oh, options. We have options. Now I've decided to put this fabulous circle shape on this page instead of there, because you do have to be a little mindful of the crease. If I put anything thick on that fold, it's not going to bend easily. So I want to put something there, but it has to be soft enough, then it's still going to fold and bend. I found a black cross, which I think is going to look better on there, and I also moved it off the fold, again for the same reason. It would have been too thick and it would have been hard to bend it. So moved it over a bit, shoved it over a little bit, and that's going to just work out a whole lot better. Now I have to use these pieces that came out of my scrap bag because Mum wanted me to throw them out. And I just couldn't. They're in your scrap bag, and if you get the ones at the moment that are in the store, you'll probably get a whole heap in yours too, because I couldn't throw them out. So I'm determined to create some kind of design with them, just so I can say, see, they look amazing. You can't throw this stuff away. The paper's beautiful. It's Kozo paper. It was just trimmed down for an inspiration pack. That looks great. What am I going to put on top of it? It has to be thin. It can't be thick. I could use the black and white. That came out of the scrap bag as well. I love my scrap bags. Oh, they're fabulous. Right. I'm thinking I just tear off the edge. I really do like a torn edge rather than a cut edge most of the time, but not all of the time, just most of the time. Now, is that going to work? Yes, the black and white's going to work because it's going to dissolve, and then you'll see the beautiful stripes underneath. Yay, team, we are winning. What I love about these prints is how see-through the paper becomes when you glue it down, so you get to enjoy all of the colors underneath. This kind of print makes a really good second layer because of that reason, especially on this Kozo paper, because it's so fine and fibrous and delicate and beautiful, and the way the mask blocks out the paint, it just means you can see through it a lot more. I love it. It works well. I'm thinking of putting a piece right down here on this side. In between that, I've just got to decide the size of the piece that I want. Yeah, that's looking good. I'm going to use that on there. What am I going to do on this one? Not sure. I might maybe hole punch this piece. That came in the scrap bag, and that's a pretty nice color. So let's have a look at a section that could be quite dynamic in its colorings, like that section. Maybe we'll do a couple just in case the first idea doesn't work. Sometimes, you know, first ideas don't always work. Sometimes you need a couple of ideas. But that'll be okay. Ooh, I like that one. Yes, that one's got that nice dynamic line on it. Little bit of drama. So that's going to go somewhere. I don't know where. Well, no, I don't want to put it there because that's too close to that. We need something different for there. But that is something that can be used. This one out of the scrap bag, that could work. Maybe, not convinced. All right, let's stick this down, and then we'll think about what's going to come next, because then we're heading into the turquoise zone. Oh, that's going to be a lot of fun. I know what I've got. I've got my magazine pages. You forgot to remind me. Look. Creative Powerhouse. I decided I have to put that in it today. We are creative powerhouses. All of us, all of us. We can't be stopped. No matter how crappy we are feeling, we push on because we are creative powerhouses. And if you're not feeling well today, I'm with you, baby. Right, let's chop that down to size. We could put that with this maybe on there somewhere like that. Maybe we could put it under it like that, on the edge of it. I don't mind that idea. I'll think about it. Or else we can put it along further where the magazine page is. Oh yeah, that could work too. I think I like that idea better. I think it suits the paper better. But it's going on there for sure with something else that I haven't decided. I know. Too many options. Oh, the gold looks good. Oh, the bling always looks good. I'm down to the turquoise section, and it's not going to take much to finish it on the home stretch. Now, they're too beautiful, these pages, to cover. I was going to put my glorious card here on this piece, but I've decided to use it for the cover because I think that's a really good idea. I'm very excited about that idea. On the fold here, I've used the dance moves that have been printed onto black tissue, ordinary black tissue, because it's soft, but it's going to give strength to that fold because the magazine page has already begun to tear because it's not very strong paper, but that looks beautiful. I mean, each problem you encounter just makes you come up with another idea of how to move forward with your creative expression because we are creative powerhouses. I love that bit. Ooh, do we want that there? Maybe we do, because that would bring that color over to there. Oh, I like that idea. Yes, we'll think about that. And it's got a part of a dance move on it, so that's going to work. Probably do that. So what are we going to do here? Not too much. I've got this stunning print. Now, this is a Gelli print that I then used the beautiful white pearl stencil butter through my crosses or intersection stencil. I know I've used them a lot through this whole thing because I had them. I've got bits and pieces in the scrap bags, and this is a print I just did the other day to make some more. So the color is absolutely stunning, and the repetitive shape, I think it gives harmony and a completeness to the overall artwork. If you're using similar shapes and patterns, you'll notice I've used a couple of the same papers and patterns because it does create a more uniform artwork. Now, I'm going to put it here. The print is going to need to be on the fold and not the crosses because they'll be a lot stiffer, but we can do that. That'll work. I'll just rip it down this way like that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then I'll tear off the white edge and I'll put it right in the middle there. That looks stunning. Now, is there anything else I need? Not too much. Maybe some little bits and pieces, although I do love this fabulous Kozo paper with all of these fibers. Look at that. That's just glorious. Maybe I could squish it somewhere because I just want to put it on. And I also have some in this coloring that's going to work as well. So maybe I might put some more on. Undecided about that idea, even though the color looks perfect. So I'll stick this on. Think about it. I'm definitely going to put that there, unless I put one of these ones. The color's working. Maybe we need to change the shape. So we want the greeny section. Let's use this one. I know, right? You've completely transformed me now. Now I'm like, why didn't I think of doing it like that? Oh man, so funny. Right, we could put this one on, that one or that one. Either way, doesn't really matter, but it works because it's got the fabulous gold on it and it's got more of a greeny tone in it. So that really works too. I think 2's going too far. Don't get too carried away. That one looks good. Matches the dance moves. The crosses are going to be matching these crosses along here. I might put a little bit of the white, because what I love about this beautiful Kozo paper is that it does dissolve a little as it dries, with this piece here. So you can still see the fabulous pattern underneath, and that would just give it some more texture, another layer, and I love that. Right, well, I'll finish up these, stick them on, and then I'll have to let it dry, and I definitely want to do the covers with the cards because they are stunning. Have a look at how fabulous my project has turned out. I'm so excited to show you. Look at the beautiful cover. Doesn't it look magnificent? Originally, I was going to paint the hardcover on there, but I found this perfect print, stuck it on, and it matches incredibly with the beautiful card that Teri gave me. And guess what? She gave me a second card. I know I'm spoiled. Have a look at this side. Absolutely stunning, beautiful purple and gold tones. How can you go wrong? So I put a piece of my colored tissue onto this side of the cover and then glued the fabulous handmade card on it, and I love it so much. What a darling you are, Teri. It's just perfect. Now I've got the fabulous leather strap on there, and you can see how beautiful and fat the pages are with the concertina or accordion style. I'm loving this project, but you can of course just take the strap off, easy peasy. It just comes in like that. Pull it off if you don't want it. Throw it away if you don't think you need it. Doesn't bother me either way, although that does look nicer without it, I must say. And it's turned out beautiful. The turquoise is on the first side that I created, so you're going to have to tell me which side do you like the best. Did you watch the video for this first side? Because if you didn't, you better go back and watch it. Look how good this one looks. Ta-da, ta-da! Absolutely amazing. I love it. And then we fold it all up and we turn it over this way, and we've got the stunning purple side. So this is the one I've now finished from yesterday. It's all dried, it's all trimmed. What do you think about the pages? Fabulous Kozo everywhere. And some beautiful jelly prints. What else can you need? A few stencils. Some magazine pages. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. The magazine pages look fabulous. Creative Powerhouse. I'm telling you, you can do this. It's as simple as. Look at those fabulous textures. I really love the turquoise as well as the warm tone. So we had to have both. We had to have all of them. So which ones do you like the best? Which side? I don't know, man. Maybe I'm partial to this one because I only just finished it. Because, you know, I've looked at the other one a few times. So maybe I like this one more, but I really don't know. I think I love them both. And I love that they're folding up really well. Really easy. One side, two sides, stunning. Absolutely stunning. I love it. Thanks for joining me today, and don't forget you'll find more info in the description under the video, where to get the journal from, where to get the pages, stencil, stamps, Kozo. Don't forget the discount code. And I want to shout out to my fabulous patrons. Oh, thank you so much for your help during this incredibly difficult journey that we're on. They're supporting me, loving me, sending me beautiful handmade cards. I love it. I'm feeling the love and I really appreciate it incredibly. Thank you to you all. I don't think you realize how much your love, support, and beautiful, kind messages have really helped me back to chemo this coming week. And another few weeks on the couch feeling sick and sorry for myself. But at least I will be able to look at my beautiful concertina accordion journal and enjoy the colours and textures. So keep your chin up, keep moving on. We can do this. Let's keep creating beautiful things, and I'll see you next time in the studio.